It's Chemdork. Hello everyone, this is Chemdork and welcome to episode number 15 of season number 2 of my Buildcraft, where we play Minecraft with the mods Forestry, Thermal Expansion, and Buildcraft installed. So, yeah, welcome back. Here we are, and we're looking at my tree farm. It is pitiful. This is no way to get wood, let me tell you, in the world of Minecraft. So, you know, periodically I come out here, I chop down trees, I plant some more. That's kind of how it goes in Minecraft, and that's how it goes in vanilla Minecraft too. But we have some technology now. We have mods for this sort of thing. Yeah, and that's what we're going to be doing today. We're going to be finally putting in an automated tree farm in a forestry way. Now last season we actually put together a Buildcraft automated tree farm, which is so much more difficult than thermal expansion. In thermal expansion, you need to use these farm blocks. You make them this way. You make them with electron tubes, and electron tubes are made with a thermionic fabricator, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. Look it up yourself. I don't really think it matters, and it's too exciting to see. But basically, we're going to put a tree farm here, and this sandstone plot is essentially where we are going to put the tree farm. However, instead of this pieces of sandstone, whoops, we are actually going to replace this with those farm blocks. This is just for me marking things out, and it will automatically plant trees, harvest them, and we can kind of move the items to a special location and do all sorts of cool stuff. So this is a farm block. That's where you put it. Let's continue. Continue on the way. And so I kind of dug this little area here, nice and dark right now, but you know, it'll be not as dark in the future. So yeah, this is where I marked it out. You see the farm blocks up top. Oh, that's okay. We'll use efficiency for pick. Whoa! Yes, hooray for sandstone, let me tell you. Ooh. God, I love this thing. Yeah, let me just fill this in with some blocks now. You notice how it's kind of like doing a funny little blinky thing? Yeah, the blinky thing is kind of like I guess forestry is thinking. I'm not really sure if that makes sense, but basically it's figuring out that it's next to other ones. So that's 2. I think we got 1 more level here, and there's going to be special blocks we need to add to this. All right, and then there's 1 more, and then there's 3 special blocks to finish this off. There's a farm valve, which allows us to pump in and out water, and I actually want to put this, like, maybe, I don't know, here. We can put this anywhere, really, but let's put it here. No, you know what, let's put it over, here. Let's put the valve over here. In this corner, let's put a farm hatch. That's for pushing in and taking out items. And in this final corner over here, let's put a gearbox, and that's for basically powering the thing. So when we do this, we wait for a second. It should change a little bit, I think. Ah, there you go. And now we right-click on it, and it's a farm. Now we can make this grow anything we want, but by default, it is a tree farm, which is basically what we're going to be doing, a managed arboretum. So we need fertilizer, we need water, we need saplings, we need dirt. I think that's it, and power. Okay, so we can basically give it all that, and then once we do, we actually have a farm. But the next step here is actually to lay out the area that will be the farmland. So let's go back up and do that. And oh yeah, by the way, hello and everything. And you know, normally I kind of go into explanation of various things, but if you noticed, today I just kind of went into building because I thought that'd be kind of cool. So oh, I hope you like my little what do you call that? Liquefied glowstone? What's it called? Not energized glowstone or something? Oh my god, I need to look this up now. Where is it? What is it? Where is it? It's there it is. Energized glowstone. Yeah, it is energized glowstone. Huh, okay. Yep. By the way, some of you asked what mods do I have installed, and I kind of say it in the beginning of every single episode. So yeah, Buildcraft, Thermal Expansion, and Forestry, and that's it. And also NEI, just because it helps me craft, but I do not use NEI to grab items. I do this all like through legit mining and etc. These little corner blocks actually mark out where I'm going to essentially create a little frame around this farm. And now I mentioned that I need to lay out the farmland. Now this is one way in which you can configure a farm. You can make it a 4x4x4. There's various other configurations that will basically give you different areas of farmland. This is not the biggest, but it's like near the biggest. But basically, this can go out in a circle around the farmland, around this multi-block farm. And it starts out 5 away, 3, 4, 5. And basically what you have to do is it will automatically be able to plant in a grid that's a circle within a 5-block away circle here in this case. What you have to do is actually lay out the base, which can be a lot of different block types, but basically we're going to lay out the base here. And it basically marks out where the farm will actually plant its stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that out. It's already getting, late here, so I'm going to go ahead and mark out the area, and I'll kind of show you what I mean when I do that. So I'll go ahead and do this. See you in a bit. And I'm using sandstone because it kind of goes along with the theme. As you notice, I kind of did this whole area slightly differently than I had before. I have a lot of sandstone now. Kind of nice, right? Anyway, see you in a bit. There you go. It's all marked out. Now, it looks kind of small, actually. It looks quite humble for a farm, and that's okay. It's actually 120 blocks, and it'll provide me with plenty of wood, I'm sure. Again, it's not the biggest farm, but that's going to be cool. And what basically it's going to do is it will place dirt on top of this farmland as I supply it dirt. So I need to, it'll be 1 block higher. So what I want to do is kind of put a rim or a border around this thing. So I'm going to use little stairs here and then basically enclose the rest of this area in half slabs for funsies. So I'll do this and I'll be right back. Ooh, pretty. Alright, now that that's done, let's do some important stuff. Let me mark that. I might actually make this 1 block bigger. I could do that. Alright, anyways, let me go ahead and mess around a little bit. Yeah, let's go down and give this thing some water. It's going to be something I do just because it's easy to do. So here is the valve. That's the valve. See, it's a little circle. You can barely see it. I actually brought liquid ducts for this for once. I never use them, but basically we're just going to put right below it. Come on, there we go. Right below this thing. Yeah, that's right below it. We're just going to put an aqueous accumulator and have it directly feed up. Liquid ducts all the way. Come on. There we go. Boop. There it is. That's all I need. And water buckets. And that's it. It's real simple. We're not going to go too nuts on this because, like, why? Right? Alright, so this will feed into the farm pretty readily. Let's right-click and you see, that's going to provide plenty of water for this farm forever. In a non-stop fashion, it's going to be great. There's going to be the need to also have a chest that supplies items that are necessary to the farm and also some power to the farm. So let's kind of do those things right now. Let me grab some things that I need. Actually, we can do the power first. We're not going to hook it up just yet, but I'm going to show you where I'm going to hook it up from. It's kind of boring to see me lay the power, but basically I'm going to take it from this switch right here, which controls this redstone energy cell. I'm probably going to take it directly from this redstone energy cell. I'm probably going to just take it from this line right here, like literally right here. Probably just going to go dig down and move right on over to the farm. So as you see, it's kind of right in a line, so I'll just go down and over. So I'll go ahead and do that. I'll kind of grab some other things, and we're going to be pretty soon growing some trees. All right, see you in a second. Hello guys, I'm back and did some things. So here's that energy conduit that I was speaking of. It's running here and it's running to the farm. I also added another one of the special farm blocks to the farm, and that is this thing right here. This is a control block. Oops, sorry. This is a control block, and basically what it's used is you can apply a redstone current to it underneath or from the top to control on and off the entire farm, or you can supply current to one particular side to basically shut off that side specifically. Not really important for us here, and even the on-off functionality we may not use right away, but it allows us to have that if we want to in the future. The other aspect, so here I also moved the gearbox to here just to be in a better location. I haven't hooked this up quite yet because I don't want it to just turn on and start going when there's nothing to do. So I'll do that in a second. But what I have here are these 3 chests because we have to set up now the system for getting items into the farm. And I want this to be able to accept items in a way that is automatic. And I want this to be basically when it needs items, it will ask for it and we'll get it, no problem. So I think I'm going to do a lot of this farm stuff out of sandstone because it'll just go along with the theme, I think, that I'm kind of going for. Let's see, what I'm going to be doing here is having these 3 items that are needed by the farm. The first one, up top, it's fertilizer. So fertilizer is needed by the farm. I'll get into what that exactly entails. There's also saplings. And then finally there is dirt. So we can actually put some dirt in here. I'm going to put the saplings in here. And this fertilizer is real easy to... Oh, crap. This fertilizer is really easy to get. It's, you'll do the recipe. There's 2 ways of getting it. You can get tons of it with ash if you have that ability to create it. That is created by having basically a peat farm, which we don't have yet. The other way to get it is just take your apatite, and which you can get in this is an ore you can find at higher elevations, but basically just some sand and apatite and you get a ton of fertilizer, and it's real easy to get a lot of this, especially if you have a Fortune 3 pick. It's found in huge veins, but it's found actually above, I think it's above 60 or above 50. No, I think it's like above 60. So it's actually pretty high. You actually need to go into like the mountains and the surface, etc. to get it. So you actually don't go mining down below to get it. It's kind of very unusual in that regard. I don't have wooden pipes. Crap. That's actually what I need. But anyways, the idea here is I'll have wooden pipes. And then I think I'll do it this way, where I'll have an iron transport pipe here, and then essentially a way to get things really quickly to... Yeah, I guess I'll have one here, and I guess I'll have one here. Yeah, that'll do it. And then I will... you know what? I might move this block around, but basically I'm going to have all these items going to the farm hatch. I do want to do it this way just so I can speed these items up if I want to. So I think I'm going to move this hatch over to here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. All right, so let's move the hatch over to here. Right, like that and like that. And it takes a second, but the farm will kind of readjust itself. And then you can put items into the hatch from any side, I believe, but it will automatically eject items, so such as logs, etc., from the bottom. So this is actually the out automatically. You don't have to pump it out, which is great. And this is the in, which is not automatic, but etc. Now I can actually hook this up in a way that makes sense, but I'm going to do it in a way that doesn't make sense right now, and I have my reasons for that, and that is just that, you know what, I'm just going to do it in this way. It really doesn't make any sense otherwise. I'm actually going to think about the best way to hook up these pipes, and then I'll be back, because I actually need some wooden pipes, so see you in a second. So, guess what? I have the item situation pretty much resolved here and figured out. The pipe situation is clear, and it's going to be pretty cool. I have a pretty cool idea about how I'm going to handle items, specifically how I'm going to supply items to the tree farm in a way that is cool and automated and just altogether awesome. So first of all, it's worth it to mention that tree farm, to basically briefly give an overview of what this tree farm is going to need and supply us with. So in terms of what tree farms produce, the multi-block farm in Forestry, if you just have a normal managed arboretum, which is one that can grow some, oak trees, etc., it will supply you with three things, which would be wood, apples, and saplings. And basically any item that is supplied or made or ejected by the farm during its normal operation can be ejected from a farm hatch, which is this special block here, and it's ejected into pipes that are, or other inventories that are above or below the block. So in this case, there's a pipe that is below this block, and it's automatically going to eject items that are produced from the farm here, and they're going to get sorted so that logs go here, apples go here, and saplings go here. No big deal, right? That's easy. Now, the kind of difficult and interesting other part is that you can also supply items to this hatch, and I think you can do that from any face, but we're going to supply it to the side. And you can supply items to this hatch, and it'll, go to its proper inventory slot here. But the question is, how are we going to do that? Because basically there's three items that are needed for this farm, and that is fertilizer, dirt, and saplings. And these all get used up. I think the dirt does, even in the tree farm, but I'm not positive on that. So it might not get used up at all, in which case, that's fine. No big deal. But basically, we're going to use... So there's a way we could do this, and we've kind of done this type of thing in the past, which is have items just, pump out items from these chests and have them go into here, and if they can't, just have a loop that goes back to the chests. No big deal. The problem with doing that, however, is that it could end up with a situation where you have a ton of items in this pipe, which causes a lot of potential problems, namely lag, items popping out, basically overpopulating the pipe with items, bad things. So we're going to get around this by using pipe gates. So we're going to use a diamond ore gate, which is pretty important to use here, and then some pipe wires. So green pipe wire, and we're going to run this green pipe wire to correspond to saplings. We're going to use a red pipe wire from this gate to correspond to the dirt, and blue is going to be used to correspond to fertilizer, basically because fertilizer is blue in color, right? So what we're basically going to do here is, if you right-click on these diamond ore gates, you'll see that they have the second columns. In normal gates, they just have like the two. Diamond have the second. I think gold might even have the second too. I'm not positive about that though. But normally, you have some sort of condition here that's checked, and if it's true, you can do that. So basically, the idea is the diamond gate check, or the pipe gates check to say, if this condition is true, do this. So in this case, the red pipe signal is off, so it would do this. In some cases, however, the diamond gates give you the option of this now not being just blank. So in this case, items traversing. So if it says, if items are going through the pipe, do something over here, what you can do is specify in even greater detail with diamond gates and maybe gold, I'm not positive. Basically, if this item is dirt, so you do this. So what this would be setting up is, if items are traversing and that item is dirt, do send out a red pipe signal, right? Kind of cool. And this can also be true for other things, like items in inventory. It now gives you a possibility. So for example, if we say, let's just set up this. Okay, items in inventory is a condition here. Let's set it up for everything, because that's what we're going to be using. Items in inventory. So there's no items in inventory here, because none of these pipe wires are on, and in fact there's nothing in here, nothing in here. So if we put a piece of dirt though in here, now we see that all of the pipe wires are on, because this is true for everything here. Now if we, however, have this correspond to red corresponding to dirt, just like we planned, blue corresponding to fertilizer like we planned, and green corresponding to saplings like we planned, and now we put the dirt inside, guess what happens? Only the red goes on. Cool. If we put fertilizer in here, well, no, it'll get used up real quick. If we put saplings in here, I think they go there, yeah. only the green goes on. And likewise, if you put fertilizer in here, only the blue goes on. So we're going to use that to control what happens over here. So we're going to use alt-archic gates for this. So diamond is needed for talking to green. It doesn't need to be or and. It really doesn't matter. For red, we need iron, and for gold, for blue, we need gold. And again, these can be and or, but it's really important that this diamond gate be or. So what we're going to do is basically set it so that if we have it so that if there's fertilizer in this inventory, send out a blue pipe signal. So we're going to have it set that if there's fertilizer in the inventory, we don't need to pump anymore. If there's no fertilizer in the inventory, so if it's in this situation right now, pump more. So we're going to say if the blue pipe signal is off, which it is, pulse some energy. So it should send out some fertilizer, and pretty soon we'll see the blue pipe signal go on, and it will stop pulsing. So it should send out, hopefully it's less than a stack. I'm just checking here right now to make sure it's less than a stack that'll fall into here. And that's indeed the case. So basically when this all gets used up, it'll pump out more and you'll get about 18 or so more, which is great. And we'll do the same thing for this one. So if there's no pipe signal here, energy pulse. And we'll do the same thing here. No pipe signal, whoops, energy pulse. So you can do a single energy pulse now too, which is pretty cool. If this is kind of problematic, I might do single energy pulse, but I don't think I need to do it that way. All right, cool. So it's detecting that there's saplings in here. It doesn't need to pump any more out. It's detecting that there's dirt in here. It doesn't need to pump any more out either. And as it needs this dirt or saplings or fertilizer, it will ask for them, and then it will supply them. Pretty cool. So that's actually a really cool way, I think, of supplying items when needed and only when necessary. By the way, this torch is here to act to start and stop the farm, so I think we can actually start and stop the farm right now. I want to make sure it's day just to be nice about it, but let's start the farm, right? Yeah, let's do it. And I'm going to put this, I think I'm going to make this, or turn this into a switch-based thing for now, so when it is, oops, so when the switch is up, it means it's on. When it's down, the farm should be off. So let's go look at the farm in operation now because it should be working. Hey, cool. All right, so you see it's actually placing dirt and it's placing saplings. Pretty cool. Yee, it's not the most speedy thing in the world, and the speed is dictated by, I think it's just a kind of a default speed. Notice the dirt is darker than normal. That's because it's hydrated. That's what the water is for. So let's go back down here and see how our item supply is going, because it should be requesting, yep, see, it's requesting more dirt than what it had before, and it'll be requesting more saplings soon, I think. So it's placed all those saplings, now it's asking for more. Oh, this is working so great. So it's kind of getting pauses in the middle of the procedure, but it's at least working quite well. So, really cool, and it's asking for more dirt because it actually, sweet. I like this. This is working really well. And it should stop what it's doing when I turn this off. So it should stop what it's doing when I turn this off. We should see no more planting of dirt or saplings right now. So let me just kind of look from above. Whoop-a-doo. Yeah, cool. All right, I like this. I like this farm a lot. Yeah, let me just use the diamond pickaxe. Why not? I like this farm a lot. All right, so let's let me turn it back on and let it run for a little bit and see what's going on here. We're going to make it look slightly prettier than it does now, give it like an enclosure of some sort. So I'm going to do kind of some of that, and I'll be back. So see you guys in a bit. Let me just make sure this is running. I think it is. I think I just saw a few saplings get planted. Yep, there it goes. Cool. All right, guys, see you in a bit. Hey, so I think you guys are gonna like this. It is looking quite nice, I'd say. Quite nice. Kind of have a cool little arch theme going on here, which I really do like. This is running nice. Ooh, yeah. This is cool. Kind of like how it goes into here, a nice open area. I'll probably continue this sandstone theme. I kind of like how I used different sandstone here. I really think this turned out pretty well. This wall's still kind of ugly and not sandstone-y, so I think I might change that later. But this worked out really well. Whoo! Yeah, you can see it. Let's see. This should remove itself in a second. Hey, there we go. Cool. Let's see how much wood we got right now. So this has been going for some time, not a crazy amount of time, but hey, look at all that wood. We already got a decent amount. Sweet. So I'll probably end up with some way of stopping this automatically, like when this chest gets full. And I don't think this is going to be my permanent location for all the logs. I might end up moving this to another location, or having that done automatically, or something along those lines. I might make this little area look better as well, but yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I think that'll do it for this episode, guys. I believe that's all we got time for today. So, thank you for watching, and have yourselves a good day, and see you in the next episode. Alright, guys. See you later. Bye-bye.